Hey friends, Min here from On a Stampage. I'm super excited to be part of the Crafters Castle video blog hop for their current challenge for September 2019. And this month our sponsor is the fabulous tailor-made cards for you. And so today I'm going to be showing you how I made this really cute magnetic bookmark using one of her sets. And I want to show you the elements of the set, which I'm sorry I can't remember the name right now, but it will be linked down below. So I'm going to show you exactly what I used so that if you want to follow along with this tutorial, you can do it. So I'm going to set this right up here. So the first thing that I did was I printed some of the paper from her, I think it's called School Days set. And I've already cut part of this off, so it really comes with another extra strip like this, but you're gonna need one of those. The other one, the other paper that comes in this kit, it is awesome too. It looks like this. It's kind of like a blank library card, so you could also use this if you wanted to. But I really liked the look of all these cool old rulers. And then the other thing that you're gonna need is the ephemera page, and it looks kind of like this. It's got a whole bunch of different things. And so what I've done is I've taken this tag, and instead of using it as a tag, I've cut out some of the elements to add to this bookmark to make it look a little bit more jazzed up. So I love this set because it's so versatile. I mean, you could even use this little piece right here and stamp and design on that for this tutorial, and it's super easy. In addition to these things, you might want a corner rounder. You're gonna want some scissors. You're gonna need some magnet, and I like using this magnet strip whenever I make these magnetic bookmarks. It's really cheap. It comes in a pack with a whole bunch of different strips for like $1, $1.50 or something like that. And then the other thing that I added was some black liquid pearls and some washi tapes. And then I also used a little bit of foam tape for dimension on my little elements here. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do, let me let me push all this stuff out of the way real quick, is you're gonna take your paper and you're gonna cut a strip that's 2 1/4 inches wide. So that's about 2 1/4, and the length of the paper is about 7. So I've got my piece of paper, and all you're gonna do is just take it and fold it in half. And then after you folded it in half, choose the side, because as you can see, like this side is upside down. So you're gonna wanna choose the side that's not upside down for your front, and you're gonna round your corners. After your corners are rounded, you can add your washi tape. I chose a black and a yellow washi tape because I felt like it kind of went with the whole old world school vibe. These are both fun washi tapes from Doodlebug Designs, and they work really well with these beautiful papers from Tailor-Made Cards for You. So I'm going to add my black scallop border washi, and then I'm going to add my yellow gingham, if I can find the end. Sometimes I love washi and sometimes I'm like, why are you playing with me, friend? So there's the yellow gingham. I'm going to add that above. And now it's time for me to add my little accents. So bear with me. I'm going to cut out this tag from the paper. And if this gets way too fiddly, I promise that I will not make you sit and watch me cut. I will be back if it gets too long. So the first part, and I also thought about this after I made this, you could also, before you cut this out, you could watercolor this world to make it green and blue. I like just the plain black for the color scheme that I'm going with, but if you were using like this library card one instead of the ruler, it might be cool to watercolor in this globe. And I also like how this globe is already on the tag to where part of it's cut off, so I don't even have to like worry about making that straight so that it'll go to the side of my bookmark. It's already done for me. So it's like, how cool and versatile are these kits? I could use this tag as a tag, I can use it as elements, and they're easy to put on my finished project. So I'm just cutting around the world here. And with these bookmarks, since they are going in a book, you don't want to do anything that's like super dimensional, like You probably could add paper flowers and things like that, but you don't want anything that's going to stick up too bad because you don't want to ruin your book binding. So I'm just going to finish cutting that, and that's going to go right there. So I'm going to grab just a little bit of this foam adhesive and put it on the back here and pop that up to the side of my tag. Kind of center it on my washi tapes. Okay, so I've got that part done. I'm just going to set them side by side here, and I'm going to set this on top so it kind of stays down because it likes to flip up until it has the magnet in it. And so the next part is this little book. And the other thing I thought of while I was doing this earlier too, if you wanted to add something to this cute little book, how fun would it be to find like use one of those little tiny alphabet stamp sets and make it say read or ABC or something like that to add a little bit more color. Like you could use like different colored inks or whatever. So that's another option that you have to add more color if that's what you're going for. So just because this is an awesome vintage set doesn't mean that you have to have it be a completely vintage feel to your project. And that's something else that I love about this. These clip arts are really not that hard to cut out either because everything is such a nice quality. The fiddliest part is this ruler right here. I'm probably off camera, so I apologize. But I really like the clean lines of these images. It makes things so much easier to like cut apart if you're gonna just use part of it. So I've got my little book, and I'm gonna use a little bit more dimensional foam. I'm gonna make this a little bit longer so it can go across the whole book. And I'm gonna take my little book. Oops. All right, now I think you're just in the way, friend. Yes, I do talk to my supplies. Do you talk to your supplies? I mean, if I want them to be nice to me, then I need to talk to them. So there we go. I've got the little book on there. And like I said, you could watercolor this, you could add things to this. And then the very last step is, well, not the very last step, second to last step is the magnetic strip. And there is a little bit of a trick to this that I wanted to share with you. So you're going to want two pieces that are about the same size of magnet. And what you'll do is, the other thing I love about this is it's already sticky on the back. So I don't have to use hot glue or anything. I take the first piece and I put it in here and I kind of center it where I want it to go. And then I push down really good. And then I take the second piece and I lay it on top to where it wants to fall, because do you see how there's like this little edge? If you try to make them go right on top of each other, they don't want to do that, and it's going to mess with your bookmark and not make it look nice and flat like this. So if you put this on top of here, then take off your adhesive and then push this down, then your bookmark is going to stay nice and even. So that's my little trick. Last but not least, black liquid pearls. This is another way you could add more color into it. If you've watercolored and done the things here, you could choose different colors. I like black. And I wanted it to look like they were different size rhinestones. So to do that, I'm just kind of building up this first liquid pearl by going in a little bit of a circular pattern as I squeeze and put it on. And then I'm gonna do a small one here, a small one here. Since it's kind of got like that little chocolate chip top on it, I hope you understand what I'm saying. If you tap it for a little bit, it will go down to where it is flat. And that's it. How quick and easy was that? I think this would be super fun to do if you had a book club. I'm a teacher, so I think it would be cool if I made some of these for students as like little incentives, or it could be used as a back to school thing. I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial. Make sure to check out all the products from Tailor Made Cards for You. I've linked her shop, and she has an Etsy shop, and she has a blog. So all of those are linked below. Also, don't forget to visit everybody that's on this hop for Crafters Castle this month and join us for our Anything Goes. Hopefully you will win the prize from Tailor Made Cards for You. And until next time, hugs and happy stamping, friends.